Hi, this is Randy Clark, also known as Go For It Randy on my YouTube channel. Today we have another mysterious geoglyph. Now, for those of you who don't know what a geoglyph is, it's basically a crop circle. Except this isn't in crops, this is actually in dirt, in soil. This one happens to be in the middle of the desert in Australia. And you can see this one from space. This is a satellite image here that we just saw there. But basically, this is an incredible one. It was seen in the newspapers. The Maori man makes his mark. They didn't know who did this at the time. They had no idea how this was made. But a pilot by the name of Trek Smith on June 26, 1998, was spotted flying over Australia in the central area and happened to see this geoglyph. And if you look closer, here's an artist's rendition of this. You can clearly see this is a man, and you can see the head there. It looks kind of like a bird on some location, but you can see the head there is kind of facing towards the direction he wants to throw this throwing stick. Now here is some Aboriginal hunters from the 19th century. These are the Pitjantjatjara tribe in Australia, and they use these throwing sticks for hunting. They use it for small game, for birds, things of that nature. But this is a geoglyph of an Aboriginal hunter. Again, it's in the southern section of the central location of Australia. It's about 35 miles away from the township of Maori. That's why they call it the Maori man. If you look at the head, was located in the northern direction, so kind of a very unusual thing. But the bottom line is, this is a huge structure that was carved out of the desert in Australia. Again, these seem to like the deserts for some reason. But if you look at the lines here, these lines around this thing are about 115 feet wide. Okay, not only that, from the feet to the head of this is 2.7 miles. Okay, so from the feet to the head is approximately 2.7 miles. If you were to drive a car on the lines here, around the edge of the lines here, it would be about 17 miles of lines that were carved out of the desert off a plateau near a dry lake bed. I'm not really sure if this is actually part of the dry lake bed, but there's definitely a dry lake bed right nearby. But incredible geoglyph that was carved out of the ground. Each one of these lines, again, is about 115 feet wide. That's right, 115 feet wide. Okay, so that kind of gives you a little bit of spatial reference as to how large this thing really is. You literally, the lines were carved approximately about a foot depth. So literally, these lines are about a foot deep into the soil. There's also vegetation in this area, so literally vegetation was removed, whatever, it was taken out. And again, once again, what happened to the dirt? Because there's no dirt laying around on the sides here as well. Some people think this was done with machinery and tractors. Some people think that maybe they used satellite navigational GPS in order to do this, but this was 1998. I know back in that time that was not very accurate. I mean, it wasn't like really critically accurate down to the 1 foot, 2 foot away. Back then in those days, I think it could have been off 50 feet, 50 yards, who knows. But the bottom line is, again, this was done in the middle of nowhere. This was done in 1998. And no one has come forward to this date and claimed that they had actually carved this into the ground. So this is another one of those mysterious geoglyphs that just showed up one day in 1998 out of nowhere. And again, this one is huge. You could literally drive a semi-truck in these lines. I mean, literally, you could probably turn a semi-truck around and in the line there and not go outside of the line. The geoglyph in Oregon, the Sri Yantra Mandela Formation, could actually fit inside the stomach area of this formation. So that gives you a little more indication as to how large this thing really is. But just an incredible geoglyph. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. Come check out my channel on YouTube at Go For It Randy. Thank you very much for watching.